Hi everyone and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you an effective and simple way to lose fat. When I say simple, I just mean that you won't die starving from hunger and you will eat pretty much what you want. So using this process, I could lose over 8 kilograms of fat without struggling. I didn't feel that much hunger and I was eating pretty much what I wanted. But before we start, you need to know some basics, and once you have them, you can actually lose fat as you want. So the first thing you need to know about is the metabolism. Let's say, for example, that a car needs a certain amount of fuel per day to work correctly, as it goes for the body, who needs a certain amount of calories to work correctly. And this certain amount of calories per day is called the base metabolic rate. So let's say, for example, that a person A has a basic metabolic rate of 2000 calories. If this person eats 2000 calories a day, her weight won't change at all. But if she eats, let's say, for example, 2500 calories, so 500 calories in excess than the metabolic rate, then this person will gain fat. The body will use the 2000 calories for what it needs, and then will store the 500 calories as fat. On the other hand, if that same person eats, let's say, 1500 calories a day, which is 500 calories less than the basic metabolic rate, then the body won't have enough calories and energy to work properly. So it will just go to the fat storage and take the equivalent of 500 calories and convert them into energy so we can use it. So in order to lose weight, you have first know your BMR, and second, eat in a caloric deficit. Now we will go on the website to calculate the base metabolic rate. So when you go on the website, you will just have to put your age, your height and your weight, just random things, alright? So then you press on calculate and it gives you the amount of calories you need per day to maintain your weight, depending on your activity level. So once you have it, you will just withdraw and reduce the calories by a certain amount. It depends on your goal. Like I said before, if you have a lot of fat to lose, you can reduce your calories intake by actually 800 calories to 1000. But if you want to have not a huge amount of fat to lose, you can just start with 500 calories and then track your weight. So now that you know how many calories a day you should eat, next step will be to build and create your diet, and you have to follow some criteria. The first one, the most important one, is to eat enough protein a day, because basically when you're in a caloric deficit, you want your body to get rid of the fat instead of the muscle, and eating enough protein a day will actually help your body get rid of the fat and keep the muscle. Most of the studies will recommend eating between 1.8 grams to 2.3 grams of protein per kg of body weight. I choose 2, which is perfect. So for example, if you weigh 80 kg, you will eat 160 grams of protein. And for example, 100 grams of chicken breast will give you 30 grams of protein. So what you want to do now is choosing 3 or 4 sources of protein and adding them to your diet until you reach your daily protein intake. Let's say for this example that we have a 2500 calories diet and we're trying to reach 160 grams of protein. You got MyFitnessPal, diary, and then add food. So I'm going to add chicken breast, eggs, and minced beef. The good thing with this app is that it shows you the exact amount of calories and protein per food. So as you can see, 250 grams of chicken breast will give us approximately 75 grams of protein. Now we're going to add the eggs. 2 eggs, 17 grams of protein. You keep on doing this until you reach, let's say, 20 grams less than your daily protein intake, because carbs contain protein, and the 20 remaining grams will be fulfilled by the carbs we're going to add. So you can check how many proteins you're at by going on more on the nutrition. You can see that we're on 140 grams of protein. We still miss 20 grams of protein to add this diet. Everything adds up to 700 calories. We still have 1700 calories to split between fats and carbs. Once you add all your protein food, you will have a certain amount of calories left that you want to split between carbs and fats. So you have to choose good sources of carbs like rice, pasta, potatoes, banana also, and also good source of fat. There's not really a certain amount of fat or of carbs. You just have to split them and to make a balance between them so you can actually reach the amount left of calories. So if we have 1700 calories left, we're gonna fulfill them with these fats and carbs. If your diet feels like punishment, it's probably not sustainable. You want a way of eating that you can stick into the long run. The key to losing fat easily is not to torture yourself with boring meals, but to make your food taste better in a healthy way. One simple trick I personally use is using low-fat ketchup and mayo. It adds instant flavor to your meals for a very little amount of calories. When we talk about burning calories, it doesn't have to involve endless hours on a treadmill. Those can be effective, but they're not the only options. The key here is to find an activity you genuinely enjoy. It could be anything, from going for a walk, playing football with friends, a game of bowling, or even a boxing session. The point is, when you're having fun, you're more likely to stick with it, and that consistency is what leads to results. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, you can help me by liking and subscribing to the channel.